Welcome to USA War Stories, where the courage of America's heroes comes alive and their legacy honored. Let's dive in.
Behind the flag are the stories.
In the pre-dawn darkness of August 31st, 2024, U.S. and Iraqi forces gathered at a forward desert staging area in western Iraq's Anbar governorate. Maps, satellite images, and intelligence reports lay scattered across tables. Commanders reviewed the target. Senior fighters from the Islamic State group, armed with grenades and suicide belts. The clock was ticking. By first light, the raid would begin. Before ground forces entered the desert terrain of the Anbar governorate, coordinated airstrikes shattered the hideouts of the Islamic State militants. Helicopters and drones pierced the horizon in the dim, early hours, striking bunkers and weapons caches. With the enemy's defenses rattled, the stage was set for the ground assault to follow. Sources note that the joint raid targeted hideouts, weapons, and logistical support, with at least 15 militants killed. As the echoes of airstrikes faded, ground units advanced toward the targeted compounds in Anbar's desert outskirts. U.S. Special Operations and elite Iraqi counterterrorism service teams moved swiftly, using armored vehicles and night vision optics. The silence was tense. Every step closer meant entering the unknown. Their mission: capture or eliminate the ISIS cell leaders coordinating new insurgent operations. As the strike teams closed in on the compound's perimeter, silence broke with a burst of automatic fire. ISIS militants, alerted by the earlier airstrikes, opened fire from fortified positions. The night erupted into chaos, tracer rounds slicing through the air as soldiers returned precise, disciplined fire. The Operation Stealth phase was over. The firefight for control of the compound had begun. With suppressive fire covering their advance, assault teams reached the compound's outer wall. Explosive charges were set, and a controlled blast opened the entry point. Through dust and debris, soldiers stormed in, clearing rooms one by one, calling targets, securing hostiles, and searching for intelligence. Every corner could hide danger, but training and precision guided each movement. Moments after breaching, militants launched a fierce counterattack from the courtyard. Bullets ricocheted off the compound walls as soldiers ducked behind cover, returning fire with precision. One team flanked the attackers while drones above relayed live footage to command. The firefight was short but brutal. The courtyard was cleared, but the team knew deeper threats waited inside. Inside the compound, soldiers moved with deliberate precision. Each doorway could hide an armed fighter or a booby trap. Using thermal optics and hand signals, they advanced through narrow corridors, clearing one room at a time. The air was thick with dust and tension. In one chamber, troops uncovered hidden weapons, proof that the site was more than a safe house. It was an active command center. In a back room concealed behind stacked crates, operators discovered laptops, satellite phones, and encrypted flash drives. Intelligence analysts on site quickly realized the materials contained maps, communication logs, and plans for future attacks. What began as a raid to eliminate militants had now turned into a breakthrough intelligence find. Evidence linking regional networks across western Iraq. Just as troops began securing the compound, an explosion tore through the West Wing. Militants hiding in a tunnel detonated an improvised device, sending dust and debris through the hallways. Chaos erupted. Smoke filled the air as soldiers regrouped, calling for medics and reinforcements. Despite the blast, the team held their ground, determined to finish the mission and push the attackers back. As intelligence confirmed incoming enemy reinforcements, the team requested precision air support. Drones and attack helicopters circled above, targeting militant vehicles and preventing them from reaching the compound. Explosions lit the desert morning, giving ground troops the upper hand and allowing them to regroup, recover, and continue clearing the site safely. With the compound largely under control, soldiers rounded up surviving militants, securing them for interrogation. Medics tended to the wounded, while evacuation helicopters lifted casualties to field hospitals. precision, and discipline ensured minimal loss of life among friendly forces while completing the mission objectives swiftly and efficiently. After securing the compound, operators systematically collected documents, electronics, and weapons caches. Analysts on site began preliminary review, cataloging evidence for intelligence purposes. The materials revealed details of planned attacks, funding networks, and militant communications, providing actionable insights to prevent further insurgent operations in the region. As the raid concluded, troops began extraction from the compound. Some insurgents attempted sporadic resistance, forcing soldiers to remain alert while retreating. Armored vehicles provided cover, and air support monitored the perimeter. The mission's final phase demanded precision and coordination, ensuring all personnel and captured intelligence left safely. Once safely back at the forward operating base, teams began immediate debriefings. Commanders reviewed actions, noting successes and lessons learned. Analysts started processing recovered electronics and documents, identifying high-value targets and potential networks. The raid's outcomes were already shaping future operations and preventing imminent threats. After the intense raid, medics conducted thorough health assessments on all personnel. Minor injuries were treated, hydration and nutrition were restored, and soldiers were given time to recover from physical and mental fatigue. Ensuring the well-being of troops was essential before the next phase of operations in western Iraq. Back at the base, intelligence teams analyzed live drone footage and recordings from the raid. Every movement, explosion, and engagement was reviewed to assess performance and confirm mission objectives. Insights gained helped refine tactics, improve coordination, and prepare for potential follow-up operations against remaining insurgent cells in the region. With the mission complete and objectives achieved, troops took a moment to acknowledge their teamwork and resilience. High fives, handshakes, and quiet nods reflected camaraderie forged under fire. Though the desert remained harsh and the threat ongoing, the raid had been executed with precision, discipline, and unwavering courage. After the operation, intelligence officers and commanders documented every detail of the raid. Reports, video footage, and recovered evidence were securely archived to inform future missions and maintain a historical record. Careful documentation ensured lessons learned could guide strategy, training, and operational safety for future joint operations in Iraq. Following the raid, analysts evaluated the operation's effect on regional insurgent networks. Disrupted communications, seized weapons, and captured intelligence revealed vulnerabilities in ISIS operations across western Iraq. This strategic insight allowed coalition forces to anticipate movements, prevent attacks, and strengthen regional security in the weeks that followed. The 2024 Anbar raid stands as a testament to the courage, precision, and resilience of U.S. and Iraqi forces. Though the desert remains a challenging theater, the mission disrupted militant operations, safeguarded civilians, and showcased the professionalism of the soldiers involved. Remembering their bravery preserves the lessons and honor of those who serve. Thank you for watching this detailed account of the 2024 Anbar raid. To explore more true stories of courage, precision, and military history, subscribe to USA War Stories and hit the notification bell. Join our community as we honor the bravery of soldiers and the lessons learned from their missions.